Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be explaining which one I prefer, Mario Kart World or Kirby Air Rivals. Now, keep in mind, I haven't actually played the game. I'm just going off what the direct showed me, so keep that in mind. Just like Mario Kart Double Dash and Kirby Air Rivals on the GameCube, we finally have new installments. We have Mario Kart World on the Nintendo Switch 2 and Kirby Air Rivals on the Nintendo Switch 2. But there's a big question. Which one do I actually prefer? Do I prefer Mario Kart World or do I prefer Kirby Air Rivals? Well, let's get right to that. Starting off with Mario Kart World, it's got its Grand Prix, Knockout Tour, and Free Roam. This is going to be the main things I'm going to mention. Graphics and other stuff will matter, but won't be as big a support as the gameplay. Starting out with Grand Prix, I really do like Grand Prix. I like the track selection that it has. I'm not a big fan of the intermissions though between courses. Definitely makes this game step down because they're not that fun, but some of them are pretty good. Most of them aren't very good. They don't got the most, none of them were better than the courses, and if they were pretty good, like the courses, then this would be a very good, thing for the gameplay. I think the items do pretty decently. There's a few items that didn't really stick the landing, like the chemical. I don't know why that's the thing. They should have just made, peach medallions or something and lock characters. But starting off with the Mushroom Cup, and it's probably the only cup I'm mentioning, the Mario Bros. Circuit, Crown City, Whistle Top Summit, and DK Spaceport is a very strong track starter, I think. I like Mario Bros. Circuit, basic, but I like it. Crown City's decent, although Mario Kart Tour vibes. We all know how those tracks went. Whistle Top Summit's probably one of my favorite tracks in the game. Definitely top 5, which definitely boosted it up. And DK Spaceport, definitely one of my favorite tracks in the entire game for being original. Pretty strong selection, honestly, making this one of the best starter cups in the entire game. Next, we have the Knockout Tour. I don't really care for Knockout Tour. It's not my favorite mode. I prefer Grand Prix. I don't really care that the intermissions are bad. Knockout Tour is just filled with bad intermissions. I mean, yeah, sure, the intermissions are the whole point, but I don't care about them. But I'm not saying Knockout Tour is a bad addition. No, it's a good one. But I feel like they could have replaced it for something else, like probably more battle mode stuff. I definitely don't think it should be a mainstay, because, let's be honest, I don't think anybody else wants to play intermissions any more than we have to. But yeah, Knockout Tour is decent enough. It's fun driving around the entire world, experience different cups, but you don't play the tracks. You only get on a section, and you do end with a track. The items matter most. In Knockout Tour, it's basically impossible to lose if you're in the back of the pack, because all you need is just good items. You just need mushrooms and bullet bills and golden mushrooms, and then you just blast your way through the off-road, and first place doesn't stand a chance. And then obviously you're gonna qualify for the knockout gates, and then you just drop to the back again. Keep on doing this until you're in the final, until you're in the track itself, and then you just, actually try. So yeah, but besides that, I think Knockout Tour is actually really fun. And if you're not trying to, cut off-road by staying in the back of the pack, then, using blue shells and stuff could be really fun. Try to catch up and stay in first. Trust me, you really need it when you're completing in Game 3 stores. For one of the last things, we have the Free Roam. Now for me, I used to care about the Free Roam, but it is impossible to get everything. I have 6 Peach Switches left and 40 Peach Medallions left to get. That might sound like a skill issue, and yeah, most likely it. It's pretty hard. Free Roam is pretty cool though for just messing around. Now, I won't be mentioning online Free Roam because I don't really play online. So if online's a big part for you, it's not for me. So I won't be mentioning any online for any of these actually. But Free Roam's pretty cool. I like messing around, but even messing around starts getting a little boring in Free Roam. I mean, there's not much you can do. Sure, you can stalk people and stuff, but besides that, there's not much more to do. So yeah, I don't really care for the Free Roam. Sure, the Peach Switches, Peach Medallions, and question mark block panels are cool, but there's not really a good way to track to them. Yeah, it's pretty rough. And for the last department, the graphics. Now I know graphics and gameplay and stuff isn't all that matters, but for this, yeah, we're just gonna be focusing on this, okay? So for the graphics in Mario Kart World, or like everyone says, a mix of realism and cartoonish. And me personally, I think I prefer the kind of realistic approach that Mario Kart 8 did more than the cartoony approach. I'm not saying that this style is bad by any means. I just don't prefer it as much as Mario Kart 8's. I do kind of like the cartoony, and I love how expressive everyone is, and I love the animations. But that's about it. I mean, the sky is cool. It looks really good, but I think Mario Kart 8 is better. I do like how the day and night cycle happens. That's really unique, I think. And I do like how it rains coins and question mark blocks sometimes. And kind of rains in general. But yeah, besides that, the graphics are pretty nice. I actually really like how this game looks. Again, like I said, I like Mario Kart 8's better. But I feel from like, it's pretty decent. I'll give it like an 8 out of 10. I'm not ranking these things, but that's my personal opinion. Like an 8 out of 10 on graphics. Now, we're going to move on to Kirby Air Riders. We'll be determining Kirby Air Riders on tracks, character rosters, city trial, and the graphics. Let's go. Now we have Florida Fields. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. This track absolutely looks awesome. The layout's pretty nice from the looks of it. We don't really know the layout because the game isn't out yet, which probably isn't a very good idea making a prediction video, but from these tracks that look very nice. We have Carnifus Cornels, I'm pretty sure. I did not say that right. But this track looks pretty nice. Again, like I said, we don't know the layout, but yeah. We also have Cyber on Highway. I don't think I said that right either, but you know, it doesn't matter. This track also looks pretty nice. Looks pretty simple, but definitely more complex than the other tracks. And for the last track that was shown off, we have Mount Amber Falls. This track looks absolutely stunning. The layout looks pretty good, but we don't know what it is again. So, yeah. For the character roster, you can play as Kirby, Mennonite, King DDD, and for the character that I'm not even trying to pronounce his name, so I'm just going to call him Mr. Capri Sun. These are all very cool characters, and I can't wait to play as them in the new game. Now we have City Trials. I never played the original Kirby Air Ride, so I never actually played City Trials. But from this new version, it looks really cool. I won't actually, for the people, I'm pretty sure people know what City Trials is, but I guess I'll explain it. It's pretty similar to that, but better. The map, you can play with up to 16 people, which is going to be a lot of fun. You can also have CPUs, which in the original game, I don't know if you could have CPUs. I think you could, but I'm not entirely sure. This game, there's a lot in this. There was a underground mall, a big skyscraper, some volcanoes. There's a lot of cool stuff, and it's also a floating island. Not like that has much to do with anything, but that's really cool. I also like how the map's a lot bigger than the original, because it does make room for the 16 people. And yeah, this map's pretty expansive, and I never played City Trials, so I don't know what the experience is, but it must have been pretty fun because this looks awesome. I can imagine just having a lot of fun roaming around and, you know, trying my best to be the best Kirby. And I love the events that happen every now and then. There's an event that's probably one of the coolest ones, where there is big, like, I don't know what they're called, but they're called like I'm not sure what they're called, but those like big spike balls that rain from the sky, and it looks really, really, really cool, and I can't wait to play it. So yeah, there's also like little mini events where you can go to, like races and some like a duel mode where you battle it out. There's even some new ones, but I'm not entirely sure. And I think it would just be really fun. And when you go into one of like the mini races, if you go in early enough, you start getting like stats upgrades while the race is still kind of like sorting, and then when it does eventually start, you know, you compete, and once you do win, if you win, you get a bunch of upgrades to your core. So yeah, it looks really fun, and I can't wait to play it when this game actually comes out. And the graphics, this game looks beautiful. The Amber Falls, I'm pretty sure the level's called. That level has to be one of the most beautiful levels I've ever seen in like all of Kirby, or really in any racing game, to be honest. It looks absolutely beautiful. These graphics are not matched to Mario Kart World, I feel. This game has a lot going for the graphics. I mean, it's just so beautiful. The lighting looks pretty nice, though I don't think there is a day-night cycle in this game, unlike Mario Kart World. But honestly, I don't think that really matters that much, especially because of how beautiful this game is turning out to be. This game is just so beautiful, and I can't wait to play this game and look at the beautiful graphics even more. All these levels look amazing. There is a lot going on in these levels. especially with the detail. The first level looks really good. The second level also looks really, really good. Yeah, all those. They even showcased like an ocean level, and wow, it looks absolutely beautiful. The water looks so good, and I just can't wait to play this game. So, for the final rankings, between Mario Kart World and Kirby Air Riders, which game do I prefer? The free roam aspect of Mario Kart World or the city trial aspect of Kirby Air Riders? Now, in my opinion, this isn't a really tough challenge. We didn't really mention a lot like music or price tags because me personally, I don't care too much about those. I mean, the price tag counts a lot and the music what makes a great game. But in my personal opinion, that's not what matters. Which game is better? Mario Kart World or Kirby Air Riders? In my personal opinion, I think Kirby Air Riders is the better game here. Now, it's not out yet, so I can't say for sure, but if I had to choose between one, I would choose Kirby Air Riders. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time. Bye!